last year, and we get to do it all again this year.
You think about Nate Thrasher. I mean, we get to where we're at in the series right now. I had him as a championship contender. He had some rough luck at the beginning of the championship, or beginning of the series, I should say. And I just hate that for him because he's got the speed to win. And he's won quite a few races, just has been plagued with bad luck.
Yeah, Nate is back in 8th in the championship. And he missed the Glendale round. No points scored at the Glendale round, I should say. Had a big fall. So not where he would like, what he envisaged his Monster Energy AMA 250 West Championship looking like before the first gate dropped, but he's still fighting hard, ready to go. Heat 2, 250 West, let's do it. Really good start, Ryder DeFrancisco on the Troy Lee Design Red Bull Gas. We got 1, 2, 3 riders down as Ryder D leads the way over Nate Thrasher. Anthony Burton is in 3rd. Phil Nicoletti is one of the riders that has gone down.
That was an unbelievable start by the number 34 of Ryder DeFrancisco. I mean, he had a bike length that seemed like this track is in much better condition. There was a lot of ruts in the corners. In qualifying practice today, they were deep, and probably the reason that is SMX track crew trying to keep water in here and moisture in here because the sun has been shining majority of the day and drying this track out, but they've done a good job for it. So less ruts right now, Will.
Less ruts right now, but the altitude, as you said earlier at the top of the show, Ricky, is going to play in for everybody here. And for Ryder DeFrancisco, see what your take is on this. He said he likes the fact that it sort of levels the playing field a little bit. He said from starts, which we saw a great start from him there, to being on the track, he said he feels like everything kind of slows down a little bit as everybody in the 250 class is just low on a little power. So I just wanted to see what your take on that was. Obviously, Ryder's a rookie, so he's figuring this out as he goes a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, when you're coming to the elevation, these bikes won't have the power that they normally do at sea level, obviously, because the air is center, so the bikes are working harder, they are working harder, and because of that, so the speeds do slow down coming out of the corners. They just don't have that quick response like they normally would, so that's probably what he's talking about. But what I will tell you is that bikes that have a horsepower advantage plays a huge part too. Here's a replay in the start, guys fading out. I mean, the track right there is really loose. Some of the dirt's kind of marbly, so front end grip is a premium right there. And if you grab too much front brake, you'll tuck the front, lock up the front wheel, that is, and risk going down.
Ryder DeFrancisco had his first heat win earlier this year. So the 19-year-old from Bakersfield, California, doing well. He's going to have to work for it as Nate Thrasher goes on the inside.
Oh, that was a good pass by Nate Thrasher. He sneaked in there, and that because Nate Thrasher went to the inside, it made Ryder DeFrancisco hesitate a little bit, and then he wasn't able to double JT, and that's how he made the pass.
Well, and for Ryder D, he looks really comfortable, even though he gave up the lead there. You just see him flowing around the racetrack, and I wonder if it's, you know, he hails from Bakersfield, California, that high desert conditions. It's really dry. There's not much traction, so when he's kind of floating through these corners, using that roll speed that we always talk about, he has to feel right at home in this hard-packed track.
Yeah, you talk, well, like JT's talking about that roll speed. You see these guys, how they're going outside right now. Number one is to keep that momentum up, keep these things high up in the RPM. Because of being here at Mile High, it's hard to get these 250s back going again when they slow down, like if they went to the inside of that corner right there. It just takes too much clutch and too much energy to get that thing going.
Nice work, RJ Hampshire aboard the Rockstar Energy Factory Husqvarna. The championship leader slips into second place.
Yeah, that was a really good pass by RJ, and you know, it's tough. It's tough again on these 250s to go to the inside or go to the you don't want to leave that inside open, but at the same time, you want to run that outside to keep that momentum going.
Will?
Well, we saw Levi Kitchen work his way forward there in his heat, and now Nate, excuse me, and now RJ Hampshire doing the same thing, guys. So this might be really good coming down to the main here as these two battle it out. But what I wanted to point out to you is that Levi Kitchen and RJ Hampshire are actually really good friends. Levi Kitchen moved to the same town, Claremont, Florida, as Hampshire there when he moved to the pro circuit team, and they've been hanging out a lot. Now, I asked RJ about it today. He said, oh, it is really tough to take this battle down when it comes to, you know, doing that against a friend. So the two of them are just kind of quietly decided not to interact, not to hang out, not to talk to each other, because they said, you know, we haven't talked about it, it's not a plan, but we just know it's what we have to do here. So things coming down to the wire, but they know each other on and off the track.
So a little bit further back is the fight for third, and two youngsters, two teenagers, Ryder DiFrancisco on the Troy Lee Design Red Bull Gas, and then the Red Bull KTM of Juju Beaumer. I was talking to team manager Ian Harrison at Red Bull KTM earlier today. They said they are overjoyed with this youngster. They were going to be happy with a top 10 in the championship this year. They feel he can wrap up Salt Lake City in the top 5.
Well, his trajectory also coming from the amateurs to pro has been so fast, so a steep learning curve, but he's been able to handle that, and I think a reason that is because of his jet ski background. This kid was a world champion in jet ski racing, and oh, watch, got
here we go.
That is 3 passes. Surprised that Ryder D isn't more aware of that when he has somebody behind him.
So that was pretty straightforward from Julian Beaumer. Meanwhile, up front, RJ Hampshire is not happy with sitting in second. He wants to win. He's feeling in championship mode, and he wants to get that winning feeling nice and early.
I was having a conversation with someone this week, Lee, about RJ and you know, what the approach would need to be. And if I were him, I'm like, I think, you know, he doesn't have to come out here and be a hero. Of course, do you want to win the race to pad that points lead? Yeah, of course. But,
well, to your point, he's only had 1 heat win all year.
Right.
And he's the championship leader. He saves it for when it matters.
And I think for him, don't come out here and try to be a hero. By not trying to be a hero, you actually will be a hero because you'll be able to maximize your finish and points. Well, watch the whoop section. Okay, that's going to be going, guys, inside, outside. Oh, some lappers might play a part too.
Levi Kitchen very intrigued and interested to see what's going on with the guy who he's fighting for. Here comes Hampshire through the whoops, chasing Nate Thrasher down. They should get the white flag this time by. They will get the white flag this time by. And there it is, 1 to go.
Oh, 1 more lap here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now. You remember where Ryder DiFrancisco got passed 3 times. Let's see if Nate Thrasher blocks the inside. The problem with blocking the inside right there is you kill your momentum. And this next section is going to be right after here.
Nice side by side. Hampshire on Thrasher. Nate doesn't want to give it up that easily and shuts the door.
That was a great defensive move by Nate Thrasher. He closes the door on RJ. RJ's going to have 1 last crack at it. He's got to be a little bit closer. He's a little faster in the whoops. That'll be his probably last chance to make a move. He's not close enough, but watch the time he makes up right here.
No traffic. Oh, there is a little bit of traffic up. There's a lapper up ahead. 1 more turn. Nate Thrasher, this is going to be his first heat win of the year. Well done. The Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racer gets his first heat win of 2024. That's a nice boost. And a little further back in the pack, we're talking about transferring to the main or facing the LCQ.
Oh, look at Varese on the inside. Oh,
wow! Josh Varese
what a
slammed
pass.
it in on the inside. And Josh had a hard start to the day. He went down right in front of where we were standing, watching earlier, and he gets a little bit of treatment back.
Oh, he's got
Bennett gave it to him as good as he got it, but Varese is going to beat him to the line. Nate Thrasher wins it. He had his own fight. We'll hear from him when we come back.